Hey everybody, welcome back. It's not Wednesday. Normally I say it's Wednesday right here, but today is Friday. Had some weather complications this week and a bunch of other things, so we're moving the class to Friday. And if we like this more, we might actually keep it on Fridays. We're going to try out a bunch of dates moving forward. Well, today we're going to be doing more freestyle combos like what we did last week. Now, with these freestyle combos, I think this is one of the best ways to train jump rope. Jump rope for a long duration over and over. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you're a cardio head. Not for me, right? I enjoy it, but I really enjoy doing the tricks in jump rope. So this is my favorite style to train, and I think it's the fastest way to get really good. It's just building that library of combos. So we got a couple picked out. Grab your rope, grab some water. Let's get into it. Oh, also the rope I'm using today. It's going to be this one right here. It's a long-handled, beaded rope, freestyle rope from Elite Jumps. With all that being said, let's do it. All right, over to the workout space. 1 minute jump, you are going to have to wait. We're not going to do that first. First, we're doing the tricks. Best part. So, first trick we're going to run through before we even put it in a combo is going to be this wrap. It's a nice little warm-up because you don't even have to jump to do it. Watch, one more time. Looks like this. Boom. Okay, so to do it, all you gotta do is lift up your right leg, and the rope is gonna go underneath like this. Okay? Then, as the rope goes underneath your right leg, to make it under your right leg, you position your left hand toward the middle, right hand a little bit closer here, right? So the U shape is just on your right leg. It goes over your right leg. As it comes up, it's gonna wrap over your arm one time. You reach your arm out into the space where the rope is about to side swing to make that wrap happen. Then, turn your body. If it's wrapping on your right arm, then you're going to turn to the left, like this, see? So if I'm wrapping on my right arm, I'm turning to the left. I think one of the most comfortable ways to go about this is as your right leg goes through, you step over it, so you're going forward, and then you're turning your body around like this. Now your left leg is leading towards the back. Then all you're going to do is unwrap it by spinning it backward, and lift up your right leg again. It's going to go back underneath. So one more time. You step over, it wraps, unwraps, and we're here. We're backwards. Okay, so that is one of the wraps we're going to practice. The other wrap that we're going to practice today, it looks like this. It's actually probably a little bit easier, except you have to actually jump at the end. So you wrap it on your arm, and it goes to a cross. So one more time. You wrap it on your arm, and it goes to a cross. The way to do this is you're going to do a side swing on the left, keeping your right hand a little closer, left hand a little further out. What that is going to do is going to allow for the wrap to happen on the next revolution. So you do the side swing on the left, the rope is going to be intercepted by your arm and wrap over one time. Now with the other one, when we unwrapped it, what we did was we changed directions, right? Because it was going forwards and then we turned around, so it was going backwards. What's actually happening is that the rope it's not changing directions, right? You can see the rope doesn't stop. It's just the way my body is oriented changes, and that pulls the rope across. If you wrap it up a lot on this side, and this goes with any wrap, and then bring it to the other side, it will start unwrapping because it's now unwinding the same path it took. So to get to the cross, we're going to do the same thing. We wrap it once, okay? And then instead of letting it fall here, we're going to bring it to the other side of our body. So you do side swing, wrap, and then bring it to the other side. So it does a side swing here, and notice as it comes up, it's going to unravel from your arm and put you right in that cross position. I'm crossing with my right hand on the bottom, my left hand on top. That's going to be important for this one, especially if you start with the left side swing. So right here to the cross. Give it a go a couple times. Try to see if you're making it to that cross position. A couple common errors that I see with this one. Number one is where you're wrapping on your arm. If you're wrapping really high up on your arm like this, you're not going to have a lot of control. This is true for every wrap that we do, even if it's on the leg or on the arm. The closer to the end of your limb that you're wrapping on, your extremity, the more control you're going to have. So if I'm wrapping up on my shoulder, I'm not going to get a lot of say of where the rope is going. It's going to be coming toward my face. If I wrap it on the wrist, it goes wherever my hand goes. So wrap close to the wrist. That's the first one. The second one that I'll see is too many side swings on the unwrapping side. it feels a little uneven because we do side swing, wrap, then just one to the cross, right? So the reason that works is because of how the cross comes out of that wrap, and also the first side swing, since we're not really wrapping, it makes it even on both sides. So it's just wrap, unwrap real quick. So side swing, wrap, unwrap, cross, just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to put these things into a combo. Let me review one more time. We got this one. Okay. That's how it's going to go. So if we're thinking in 8 counts, which is what we like to do when we are making a jump rope combo, 1 is going to be lifting the foot up and kicking through. If we're trying to jump rope at the same time, we start our ropes on 7 during the count-in. So we say 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 right there. Okay? It feels a little weird because normally we're jumping there, so it's a very definitive 1. But since we're just going underneath of the leg, it might not feel as impactful, but you can make that kick a little fancier if you want, going through there to make it nice 1. We can just lift up your leg like me. Here we go. So that's 1. 2 is going to be the wrap. 3 is the unwrap. 4, it's coming out from underneath of your foot. This is where it's going to get tricky. Instead of taking a backward jump, we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to turn all the way around. So it's coming off the foot. Bring the rope up, 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 all the way over. So 5 is going to be the side swing that starts the arm wrap, right? Because remember, it's just a regular side swing on the left side. That's the first part of the arm wrap to cross. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the cross. Okay, one more time here. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I almost missed the arm wrap there. Go ahead and practice a couple times just that transition from the backwards all the way over to that side swing, right? Because that's going to be the trickiest part, at least for me, is remembering where my hands need to be for the wrap. Whew. But you see how these are 2 skills, the leg, under the leg wrap, and then just the arm wrap to cross, completely independent of each other, but it all starts to look like one sequence, one combo when you are bringing it all together. It's going to make you look very proficient in jump rope, make you feel proficient in jump rope because you are proficient in jump rope when you do it like this. So let's do it at the same time. One more chance to review it, and then we're going to do it together. Okay, so I'm reviewing in slow motion. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wrap, 7, 8. Okay, let's do it together. So ropes behind you, just like this. Keep in mind when we're starting our ropes, depending on what level you are at jump rope right now, I want you to focus on how you're beginning. If you're bringing it up like this, your elbows are coming up, you're doing too much. It's going to make that a little awkward every time. So watch, I only bring my hands up enough to bring the rope over my head. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Not a lot of jumping in this combo. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Good job. Now, the next trick we're going to do, it's going to look a lot like that first leg wrap, but it kind of goes the other way. So it's going to be a little bit of a brain bender here. Okay? So, one more time. It's going to be a side swing that goes underneath the leg going backward, wrap on the arm, and comes out to the front. The counts for it are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So, we do the side swing to the left and bring the rope over our head. From there, we're going to lift up our left foot. So, left side swing, turn left, bring up the left foot. Our right hand's going kind of between our legs here, maybe underneath the right leg a little bit, just to this spot. And from there, the rope is going to wrap over the arm. Same kind of idea as before. The rope needs to come to the left side of our body, and our left hand, or wrist specifically, is interrupting the flow of that rope. So, 1, 2, 3. It's wrapping on 3 on that third revolution. Then, just like with the cross, just like with the other one, to unwrap it, we bring it across the plane, right, to the other side. That's going to be 4, and 5 is going to come out under the leg again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. One more try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next up, 6. We're going to cross our arms and jump through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from here, we're going to go straight into toad. So we have our hands like this, our left hand's on top. Well, my left hand was on top. I don't know if I said that. From there, we're going to left toad. Right, so we're going cross as it comes over, straight into left toad. Your hands are not going to be moving very much. Maybe a little bit lower with the right hand to get under there. But honestly, the closer you are, probably the more efficient and smooth it's going to look and feel. If you forgot toad, it's just the cross that's underneath the leg, just like this. So right hand underneath the left leg, left hand on top. Take a second and practice just doing the cross to the toad. So cross, toad. See how my hands don't move very much? I'm just lifting up my leg before that, right? I'm landing, feet together on 6, and then landing 1 foot on 7. Because it'll be like unwrapping on 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. One more time here. So it starts with the left side swing. It goes under the left leg. We wrap it. It unwraps under the foot. Cross, toad, jump. Ooh, feels like a lot. So we're gonna count it out. Another thing, I've said this in weeks past as we did combos, saying what's actually happening, saying the numbers, all of those are going to be helpful. For me, for this one, I feel like saying the numbers is gonna align best with my muscle memory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Okay. Also, when you're landing toad, make sure, a lot of people, this is a common error, a lot of people will jump forward onto that front leg. What you gotta do is jump from here, keep your chest up and land feet together at the same time. Especially as we're learning different combos, the more you are able to keep your weight up and landing on 2 feet, the better everything is gonna be, the smoother it's gonna be. Take a second and practice. We're gonna do it together in just 1 moment. Go ahead, I'm gonna give you a sip of water. Okay, did you practice? I was watching from the side. All right, we're gonna do it together. Remember, start your rope on 7. That's how we do it at the same time. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot. It's pretty fast. Let's try one more. Take a second, think, recuperate. Remember, we're starting with that left side swing. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Nice work. Okay. The next skill we're going to learn, we're going to do this one outside of a combo, is a TS. TS is a cross behind the back. It looks like this, or the better example would be, it looks like this. All the action is happening behind me. So, to do a TS, a couple things need to happen. Number 1, you got to be able to cross enough that if somebody's standing in front of you, they can see both your handles poking out. Notice that today I'm using a long-handled freestyle rope. It is like cheating for this trick. It makes it so much easier because it gives you a little more reach. I hold my handles when I do TSs, crosses under the leg, toad, like this, rather than normally it might be here, that might be comfortable, it might make sense. For crosses, when you need the extra reach, right here. I'm just getting all the reach that I can. Okay. For TS, go ahead, put the rope behind you, and practice getting the U shape with the rope while also crossing. Now, one of the number 1 mistakes I see with this one, people lean forward like this to try to get the rope over their head. In reality, watch this. If you push your hips forward just a little bit, right? If you're pushing your hips forward just a little bit, your arms cross a lot more. Then, especially if you're leaning forward, it pulls your shoulders in a way where you can't cross as much. So you push your hips forward just a little to give you that much more of a cross. So we're here, right? Okay, so together, we're going to jump over the rope. As soon as we land, our hands are going to cross behind us. Don't worry about jumping through yet. Let's just try to get that over the head. Ready? Here we go. So it comes over, jump and cross. Comes over the head. So to troubleshoot here, if the rope is flying over this way or flying over this way, right? It's coming over one side or the other, like this. If it's hitting your head on one side, that's because one arm is doing too much, right? As we cross, you keep them close to your body. If one arm sweeps out really far or the other arm sweeps out really far, see how that's very uneven? What's going to happen is the rope is going to turn one way more than the other and twist over my shoulders. It's not going to stay in line. So you really got to make sure you're reaching the same on both sides. So if you really got to reach out far, then make sure both of your hands are doing it. But really, ideally, you're keeping it very close to your body, just here to here. Another mistake is you're not crossing enough. Sometimes, especially if you have really short handles, you really got to cross. You really got to reach for that one. That comes into pushing your hips a little forward and just reaching as far as you can. If your wrists are touching, it's probably not going to work. You've got to go a little bit further. And sometimes this trick is just a mobility thing. You just got to reach. And over time, you'll be able to feel that stretch a little better. You'll be able to reach a little further. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. So here we go. We're going to jump over the rope, cross. This time when it comes over, as soon as it gets to our feet, we're actually going to try to clear the rope and complete a TS. Here we go. Ready? Comes over, cross, and jump through. That was it. Just very slow. If you want to continue after that, as soon as you clear the rope again, you just open up your hands, it'll come over your head. So that is TS. Very nice. Okay, so we learned a couple wrap combos. We learned TS. To finish things off today, to at least get our heart rate up a little bit, we're going to do our 1 minute jump 2 times through. But when we do the 1 minute jump, I want you to mix in any tricks, any combos you feel will fit in. So let me get that thing going. Here we go. All right, we got the counter. Starting in 5 seconds, we're going to get into our 1 minute jump. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm going to start off with 2-foot jumps. I might mix in some crosses. Remember, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You don't even have to do the same skills as me. If there's something we did today that you really love, maybe the arm wrap to cross, you can try that one. You can try it on the other side. Ooh. Right. You don't have to go to cross. You can do arm wrap, unwrap twice to open jumps again. So side, 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 side. You can do arm wrap and turn around. You can do the step through one that we did today. You can try to combine the step through ones that we did. So this one, straight to this one. Whoa, right? They kick forward. So they kick backward. Even mixing in the cross there. Whew. And that was our 1 minute jump. Great job, everybody. I hope you learned something new today. Let me know in the comments if you did. Let me know in the comments if you didn't. Let me know if you thought something was too hard. I'm going to stick around a second, answer any questions that you might have. Otherwise, I will see you all next time, which will probably be Wednesday once again, unless we love the Friday. Doug! Hello, Doug. I'm going to put myself back on the camera here. Hey, Doug, I hope you were able to catch some of the class today. I'm sure you can probably already do everything that we did. Let's see. All right, y'all. Well, once again, I'll be reading the comments after the fact. Feel free to message there, message Elite Jumps, any questions you have, and I'll see you all next week. Good work.